Welcome to Sports Soccer 345. And as I always say, this is the place where we discuss track and field in its entirety. Now, I have a few things that I want to discuss tonight. Let me first say thanks to my subscribers, for all those who subscribe and stay with the channel, good times and bad. Many times I'm so busy now that it's hard to be on often. I've sort of neglected the channel, but I'm trying to come back and trying to post something on it. Tonight, I want to talk a little bit about one of my favorite Jamaican athletes, and that is Elaine Thompson Herah. A lot of persons have been wondering what is going on with her. What is she doing? Is she has she found a new coach? Because we know that she parted ways, I think, two coaches in the last year. She wasn't at the last Olympics. She was out injured again. Before leading up to the Olympics, she had some really bad races where she didn't perform as some people would have wanted her. I must say personally, she's one of my favorite athletes overall. I just love how she performs. I just love the way how she runs. She's so elegant. But everybody hits hard time, you know, and this is one of the times that she has hit a hard patch. I saw a video earlier this week, and it was saying that um, will she be ready for the 2025 season? I hope so. You know, one of the other question is, has she found a coach? A video came out a few weeks ago by one of my fellow YouTubers saying that she found a coach overseas and she therefore was migrating to the United States to start training. However, he subsequently took the video down. I watched a previous video of his after that, and he was saying that persons reached out to him and told him that it wasn't accurate. So therefore, he had to take the video down, and therefore, they're saying that the information was not accurate. But even if the information, sorry, I'm just trying to share out the live. Even if the information is not accurate, we still don't know what is going on with her. And it is somewhat a shot in the dark. Um, But I personally, I'm hoping that she is somewhere good. I'm hoping that she is with a good person that is training. There was even talk of one point in time that she's going back to the MVP. And then, we heard again that she says that this is not true, or word came from her camp that this is not true, and it was just conspiracy. I, for one, sometimes I wonder why is it that there is so much controversy and conspiracy, regarding the athlete. If you find a coach, just say that you are working with XYZ or Tom or Dick or Ari. Nothing is wrong with you saying that. Nothing is wrong with you moving on. All right. But I don't know why, you know, continue that this big secrecy. As I said, she's one of my favorite athletes and I love her. But I wonder, with all of this that is happening, she did not, leading up to the Olympics, she lost a few times to some of her compatriots, you know, Sharika Jackson, Shakari, a few who defeated her, and they defeated her miserably. I wonder mentally, where is she at right now? Are they, you know, person who is working with her? I'm wondering if they are really taking, her mental health into consideration, because that is something that we as human beings, you know, struggle with. A lot of persons are struggling now with their mental health, and it doesn't matter who you think you are. It doesn't matter what you think you know. All right? Mental health is something that everyone has to strive for. I did a course just a month ago, in mental health, and the sign, the symptoms, and how to go about it. And I can tell you it was a high opener. So I am saying tonight that I hope our corner is taking this into consideration, because you can be defeated even before you go on the track. You can be defeated even before you put on your spikes. So I'm hoping that they are dealing also with this aspect. And I'm really looking forward for her to perform 2025, because truth and in fact, to date, Elaine Thompson Herah is one of Jamaica's, or the Jamaica's fastest over the 100 meters, and overall I think is the best athlete to date. All right, even though she lost the crown in the 200 meters, but if you compile all her races, the 100 and the 200, she would have to go down as one of the best. All right, somebody would challenge that and say, um, her fellow Jamaican runner would call that the GOAT. Everybody know we're talking about Shelley and Fraser. All right. But Elaine Thompson Herah has to be among the best, because I know, and we have seen it, her time in the 100, her time in the 200 has to go down as some of the best times ever. Um, but I just hope that the powers that be is really taking, what is happening to her, and what is going on, and I hope that they are dealing with it. I hope they are getting her the physical help, because her body now in her 30s, I'm sure it is harder to come back from injury. It is harder to bounce back from the losses that she has incurred, and losing her crown in Paris without she was able to defend it. That must have played on her mental health and even her physical body. But as I said, I know her husband. He's her former coach, and I know he's a tower of strength to her. I hope he's there, you know, to help her along, because I want to see her perform. I want to see her at her best. I want to see her back in the saddle, where I think she has something left to give to us. And I'm sure, even though some Jamaicans, were at the moment maybe a little bit disgruntled with her, with some of the happenings in the past, I am sure that every Jamaican wants to see her come back on the track, and wants to see her perform, and wants the best for her. I remember I did a video one time, and I prayed for her, and I encouraged her. Maybe she did not see that video, but I think that was a good video. I got over 45,000 views for that video. It says something that people really tune in, and people really liked it. And at some point in time, I'm going to pray for her again, but not tonight. But as I'm saying tonight, I really hope that she's in a good place. There's a lot of questions surrounding Elaine Thompson Herah. Is she in Jamaica training? Is she in the States training? Who is her coach? Has she found a new coach, a new home? Some people are saying that she's training with Shelley and Fraser Price. That seemed to be not true. Some people were saying that she went overseas. We are not quite sure. But what we do know is that she's still around, and she wants to run. I know she wants to run, and I hope that the powers that be, that's the persons in her corner, is there for her to help guide her and to help, to just to encourage her, make her know that whatever is going on, she can, prevail. She can prevail. I know she has struggled in the past with an Achilles and in with an Achilles injury. And everybody knows that those sort of injury doesn't go overnight. But I just hope that they are seeking the proper treatment protocols for her. And sometimes to treat those sort of injury, it's best for them to go overseas. Jamaica has a lot of professionals, but there are times I think it is shown in the past sometimes it's best to go overseas to cause sports medicine is something different. Sports medicine is totally different from everything else. Usain Bolt said in the past that he used to travel when a big race is coming up. He used to travel, I think, to Germany or one of those places and make sure he got his checkup and make sure his body was in tip-top condition. And I wonder, should Elaine Thompson take a similar path that she has a doctor? Sometimes it is best to spend the money and spend the money on yourself, because I'm not quite sure of her age now. But I know with every passing day, her chance of coming back is dwindling, and I'm hoping that 2025 she can hit the ground running. I hope 2025 that I think it has glitched just now. A lot of persons on the internet using it. My kids are using it. So sometimes this is how it behaves. But nevertheless, we are still talking about Elaine Thompson Herah and her coming back to the track, her 2025 season. We are wondering, there's a lot of question sign surrounds her. And if anyone has any information about her or what is going on, it's not that we are inquisitive and we want to, as to date, all of that, it is up in the air. We don't know. So let us wait until, we hear from someone who has good information about her and what is going on. Um, I'm going to take my leave now. I just want to say thank you for viewing. Thank you for spending this time with Sports Talker 345, and we'll do it again soon. God bless you. Thank you very much for watching.